guys, this is Shen,
And I'm Siri.
and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel. We're here today with Larry.
Hello.
Each year on New Year's Eve, the Japanese village of Oga carries out an elaborate ritual involving oni, demonic like ogre figures, the Namahage.
Japanese story?
Yes,
Alright.
it's a folklore.
Awesome.
Legends behind the Namahage vary in Japan, but in Oga, Akita Prefecture, their story is well established and it is one everyone knows. Nearly 2 millennia ago, Emperor Han brought 5 demons with him to the region. The demons stole crops and young women. The villagers devised a ploy to stop the demons, telling them all crops and women would be freely given to them if first they constructed a staircase of 1,000 steps in a single night. The demons agreed and set to work on the staircase. However, a villager imitated the crow of a rooster, signaling the break of dawn just as the demons had laid down the 999th stair. Fearing daylight, the demons rapidly retreated back to their mountain home, leaving the task incomplete and never to be seen again.
Where does the staircase lead?
There are 2 mountains called Shinzan and Hanzan. I'm not sure about the second one, but I know the staircase leads to the mountain Shinzan.
Okay.
It's not really clear that if that staircase was leading towards the Namahage demons, but it's said that they also stayed in that mountain. I don't know why they made a stair leading to their house.
They try to get to the demon?
No, they didn't try to get to the demon. They just wanted to torment the demons by making the stairs for them.
Humans are trying to torment demons? Wow, how the tables have turned.
Over 2,000 years ago, yes.
I think it's ironic as well that humans were trying to torment Oni.
True. Okay. The Namahage ritual still takes place in Oga every New Year's Eve. Young men wears a demon mask and straw raincoat and carry a pail and a weapon made out of wood. They roar menacingly, dance around bonfires, play taiko drums, and visit every house in the village, searching for lazy and disobedient children or wives to drag away into the mountains. To make sure everything is in order, the Namahage also carry with them a naughty or a nice book.
Like Santa Claus?
Yeah, like Santa Claus.
How appropriate.
Where they jot down notes offered by parents on how they want their children to behave better come the new year. After the children were sufficiently terrified, the head of the household will typically appease the ogres by giving them sake and rice cake, aka mochi, and sending them on their way.
Parents of the year.
Sufficiently terrified. I like that. After kids have been traumatized, alright?
Thank you for scaring the crap out of my children. Here's some booze and cake.
Well, Oni are like Japanese boogeymen.
Yeah, there are tons of them.
Yeah.
Adults are not entirely safe from the Namahage's presence. Often newlywed couples are supposed to play host to them in full formal attire and offer them sake and food to the Namahage before sending them away.
Why are they testing newlywed couples?
I have to see if they actually love each other, if the marriage isn't a sham. Like a green card situation, that kind of thing.
2,000 years ago in a rural village in Japan.
Or it's mainly for women to be obedient or not. They weren't listening to their husbands. Namahages would kidnap their wives and take them away.
Down with a bit.
That sounds like the husband is being punished. If you take the wife away, what's the husband going to do?
Get another one.
Get married again?
That's true. Yeah, back in those days, the wife had to do whatever the husband said, which is quite normal with a lot of cultures back then.
True.
It still is in a lot of culture right now.
Yeah, it's good to be a man.
What?
So why are we even talking about Oni anyways? What spurred this interest?
Is this a New Year tale? It is a New Year too.
It's a New Year's special. Yay!
Yay!
With a bit of Japanese Santa mixed in with the nice and naughty list.
Yeah, that thing was funny.
It's like Krampus and
Santa.
together. Yeah. Krampus is, remember Frau Pachta? It's the similar thing but male.
Oh.
The Krampus was like a goat creature, kind of like the devil.
Yeah. The Namahage's purpose was to warn laggards who sit around the fire idly doing nothing useful. One of the refrains used by the Namahage in the olden days was blisters peeled yet? In Japanese, Namomiko hage takayo? Namomiko signifies the heat blisters, or more precisely, hidako, a rash-like condition caused by exposure to fire sitting by the dugout irori hearth. Thus, fire rash peeling is generally believed to be the derivation of the name Namahage. Some of the Namahage's other spoken lines of old were knife whetted yet, in Japanese, hochoko togetakayo, and boiled azuki beans done yet, in Japanese, azuki ko neitakayo. The knife apparently signified the instrument to peel the blisters, and it may be mentioned in passing that it was customary to have azuki gruel on the Little New Year.
Peel the blisters? That's hardcore, yo. What? A knife to peel the blisters?
Yeah.
Namahage sounds like an old man, like, is the lunch ready yet? Is dinner ready yet? Is the water ready yet? All his lines.
They might be. We don't know how old they were.
I'm still kind of
Why?
imagining the knife and peeling.
Ew.
Sounds gross.
It sounds gross, and these aren't images you want in your head before you go to sleep, you know? So again, Namahage is a type of demon, right? It's not actually a name of a person.
Yeah, they are demons. There are several of them. Namahage visits are nowadays practiced on the New Year's Eve using the Western Gregorian calendar, but it used to be practiced on the so-called Little New Year, the first full moon night of the year. This is 15th day of the first lunar calendrical year, which is not the same thing as January 15, as it fluctuates and usually falls around mid-February, exactly 2 weeks after the Chinese New Year.
Sorry, what falls 2 weeks after the Chinese New Year?
The first full moon?
The first full moon of the year, yeah.
So that would be sometime in February.
Yeah, some ethnologists and folklorists suggest it relates to the belief in deities or spirits coming from abroad to take away misfortune and bring blessings for the new year, while others believe it is an agricultural custom where the kami from the sacred mountains visit.
I'm very confused by all the Japanese terms.
Kami is like deities.
What is an oni?
It's funny enough, there's this cartoon called Masters of Spinjitzu, cartoon. And they actually, the main villain in this season were Oni. So from what I gather, of course it was a kid's cartoon, but it piqued my interest, so I look a bit more into it. And Oni is when a vile human being dies and ends up in Buddhist hell. They get turned into an Oni. Their job is to torment the vile and the treacherous and the evil and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes when a person is really, really, really bad, like horrible, like let's say Hitler or Ivan the Impaler or my old university teacher, they would actually be a living Oni on Earth. Well, of course, Oni are depicted in many ways, you know, like big-ass teeth and horns coming out of their faces. As usually they always have a lion loincloth and a giant hammer or a club. And last but not least, they can only be killed by silver. It's a fun coincidence. I can't believe you're talking about Onis right now.
I have no idea. All I knew are they're just demons. Japanese culture has a lot of demons.
Oh, hell yeah. Japanese culture does have a lot of demons. There's like a alcohol ghost, this particular spirit that you can only see once you're shit-faced drunk.
Oh.
It's pretty funny. It's the spirit is trapped in an urn where they store the alcohol, and if you open that up and drink it, well, actually, it's used as a trap. You trap the spirit in the side of this alcohol container. You send it to your enemy opens it up, and then the ghost job is to kill that person. Now, of course, you can't see it. I mean, normally you can't see ghosts, but from horror movies you can always see ghosts. But this particular ghost, you could only see it when you are drunk. Jackie Chan adventures. Yeah. Back when I was a kid, also, what was it called? Jackie Chan had this cartoon called The Adventures of Jackie Chan, or Jackie Chan Adventures. It was so awesome. It was an awesome cartoon. And the Oni were also depicted in that. They were generals. Some Onis, they become generals. They control an army of hell or whatnot. And they were generals, and they all got trapped inside masks. And if you wore this mask, you would retain the powers of that Oni. The Namahage is a type of Oni.
I don't remember that episode, but yeah, I did watch it. But I thought Jackie Chan's adventure was most of the time in China.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you watched it too. Yay.
Yeah, it did air. It did air in South Asia as well.
Yeah, I mean, it mostly was in China, which is why one of the funny bits in this particular season was that old uncle saying that Oni is Japanese, not Chinese, not our problem. Hey, I'm all for folklore and supernatural stuff, man. I love that stuff. The human imagination, what their mind comes up with, is quite fascinating. You chose a very interesting topic. I mean, Oni, that came out of nowhere. I was so shocked when you said that. If you had seen my face when you mentioned Oni, you'd believe me that I'm pleasantly surprised. Well, no. I mean, think of all the good folklores and myths and whatnot. Look at Scotland. The Loch Ness Monster. Now, that's a folklore.
But they don't appear on New Year.
The Loch Ness just popping out of the wherever the stream is, and it's just like, Happy New Year.
Hey, it's 2020. Anything can happen in 2020.
Anything can happen in 2020.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. And thank you, Larry, for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me. It was, like I said, a pleasant surprise.
If you like this drawing and you want to see the finished piece, please check out my Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below which true crime or supernatural case you would like to see next, or if you have a story of your own you would like to share, you can send them to me to my email or my Instagram.
Or on our subreddit. All the links will be in the description down below. Subscribe for more videos like this, and if you're already subscribed, please click the bell to be notified in the future.
Thank you!
Happy New Year!
Bye!